Hey, what's up, YouTube? James here. And you guys know full well that for someone who's way too experienced with Charmers in all the years of gameplay since the Lost Millennium and Elemental Energy, along with the Structured X Spirit Charmers, it's that time once again. We are going to react what comes with the Spirit Charmers Chronicles structure deck. And I mean, I literally cannot contain the excitement by my voice. So, and of course, literally everybody and their mother kept on texting me about this, talking to me about this, like adding me from all the socials and all that good stuff, saying like, James, check this out. James, check this out. I'm like, okay, y'all, no need to tag me anymore. Sheesh. So, structure deck time in terms of Spirit Charmers Chronicles. Now, disclaimer, if you're wondering about the missing blanks, it's in regards of the new Charmer cards coming out of the structure deck. So I'm going to read them one by one so that way you guys get the fully detail. So basically, I'm going to have to timestamp being talked about the two new cards, and then we shall go, react to the structure deck. Charmers of the Grand Circle, being the fusion monster. Level 6, light spellcaster fusion. 1850 attack, 1500 defense. And the materials will be 2 plus, being 2 or more, Charmer and or FP monsters to make them. And then the fusion summon effect is a hard once per turn. First chance, this fusion card is Fusion Shoken. Depends on how many Charmers and or FPs that you use for the material for this fusion summon. You can activate and repeat this effect up to a total of 4 times in any combinations by choosing and applying the effects. Depends on which ones do you want to do. So, list of the following abilities. Extra 800 attack. Stats is nice, but we got Awakening of the Possessed covered. Add 1 possessed spell trap from the deck to the hand. I mean, no need for extra copies of Spirit Charmers anymore, right? Does not target kickback 1 card anywhere on the field to the hand. Huge. Does not target reborn any spellcaster in general from your graveyard. Once again, huge. And the spellbook of the Grand Circle is a normal spell, and it's each effect once per turn. The first effect is add 4 Charmers with different attributes from your deck, graveyard, and or banishment to your hand, then put 2 cards back from your hand to the deck. Why? Just why? And then the second effect is you can banish this, perform a Fusion Shoken using Charmer and or FP monsters from your hand or field as materials. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when that monster is fusion summoned. Are you suggesting that you guys literally made a spellbook spell card that says search for, put 2 back, and you get to banish this to become a magical meltdown? That's beyond stupidity at its finest, but way past stupidity of all insane cards. Reaction time. And holy mama, what a list. What a beautiful list of what cards to come up with in a structure deck. If you're wondering about those blanks, it's the newest spellbook spell card as the 40th and the new Charmer Fusion as the 10th extra deck slot. So we are going to go over the basics. The 4 Charmers, basic. The 4 FPs, basic. The 4 small animals, 1, 2, 3, 4, basic. The 4 awakening animals, basic. The 4 channelers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Huge. And the crazy part is, in all of the times where Rage of the Abyss was out during that time, I literally, for the longest time, cannot have access of Area the Water Channeler. But thanks to the structure deck, she'll be all foiled up. And by the way, the Chronicles version of the Spirit Charmers all foiled up, by the way. So definitely looking forward to pick that up. And then the spellbook package being Magician of Prophecy, Secrets, and Knowledge, along with the new spellbook spell card. Insane. Fairy Tale Luna making her return, which is incredible. And then the Possessed Spells and Traps, 1, 2. Well, technically, Spirit Charmers lets you get any combinations of cards, being Charmers, FPs, and or Possessed Spell Traps. So you can say this is a indirect support. So 1 of indirect support, 2, 3, 4, basic, and then Grand Spiritual Art, also basic. And then the additional cards of what comes with it: Dark Ruler No More, Soul and Luna, Magical Eyes Fused, and Angel Stone. I say Angel Stone. Angel Statue Azaroon. Now, Soul and Luna, it's been a hot minute about this. So as a quick play spell, you basically target 1 monster on each side of the field, and depends on the battle position, it applies the following. If it's face up, change it to face down, so Book of Moon. And if it's face down, change it to face up defense. And it is a hard once on the activation. Lord of the Heavenly Prison being in a structure deck means, to all the back row heavy decks out there, being Labyrinth, Apophis, burn decks in general, really, in terms of set cards. So Lord of the Heavenly Prison, there you go. Also, searchable by Gallant Granite, which is extra lit. This is what's shock surprising to me. The Horus engine. Imseti, Dwamatef, Happy, Kebesinuef, and King Sark. That's way past lit. And then the extra deck, the Charmer Links, 1, 2, 3, 4, basic. Celine, basic. Access code makes sense because multiple attributes. Silhouette Rabbit, huge, for the sake of the angel statue there. Quintet Magician, absolutely huge, for the sake of Magical Eyes Fused. And then once again, the Charmer Fusion, can't wait. And then out of all the cards in the universe that they decided to put in the extra deck, being the Zombie Vampire. Out of all the cards it could have been, like, it could have been literally anything in the world, but Zombie Vampire, of all things, will be in the Charmer Chronicles structure deck. Foiled up Zombie Vampire. I cannot imagine what that feeling is like, to be honest. But, wow. Now, good takeaways and bad takeaways. The good takeaways: the 4 channelers getting a reprint, huge. The Horus engine, I am shocked surprised at that. and the Charmer links, along with the Selene access code, great takeaways. Now for the negatives. I totally understand that Lina and Dark is not lousy mentioned at all when the Chronicles of the animation focuses on usually the 4 basic attributes. So I totally get that. And if they was going to add in Lina and Dark Charmer, FP Lina, FP Dark, Lina and Dark links, that would have been extra amazing if they would have added in these two. Also, this is not a negative takeaway, but it's a positive takeaway on this one. I already know for that fact that I once heard that these 4 level 3 Charmers got their alternate artworks coming through the structure. That's going to be extra clean, and I cannot wait for that. That's the other positive takeaway. Now, negative takeaway is, again, Lina and Dark, obviously. Another negative takeaway for this one would be, I'm shocked surprised that they didn't reprint Ida the Sun Magician, which benefits the Charmers. And Ida the Sun Magician is basically, upon normal summon, it lets you special one of these Charmers in face down defense so that as a quick effect on opponent's turn, you flip one up and able to get their Charmer effects off. So that's basically beyond absurd in this mix. And then another negative takeaway in this one is that they didn't add in Walls of the Imperial Tomb and Horus Black Flame Deity. If they was gonna do that, Charmer Horus legit would have been absolute nuts. So yeah, there you go. So let me know in the comments below about what you guys think of the full structure deck list for Charmers. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And we'll catch you guys next time.